You need to hear the secret that credit repair companies do not want you to know. So I wanted to make this video to really educate all of my subscribers and all of my followers, everybody, so you can really have a better understanding of what real credit repair looks like. Now, there's DIYs, there's companies, there's software, there's all types of nonsense out in the industry. I've been doing this for over a decade and a half now. I've used every tactic, every system. There's nothing that I don't know about. So I want to educate you on how to make the right decision, because we're about to pull into the new you, new me era, okay, where everyone is going to really focus on realigning themselves, getting themselves on a really good financial track. And a lot of people are going to be looking to work on their credit. So I want to educate you on some of the things that you should not fall for these traps, and understand what processes you're getting into and the different processes that you can choose from, so you can ask the right questions and get into the right program and you don't get misled. Rule number one in credit repair that I want everyone to understand: you should never pay any upfront fees for any services. You have to do the work first and then you have to charge after, okay? So that's very important to understand. So that's an immediate red flag when someone tries to say, yeah, just, go ahead and give me $500 right now and I'll get to work. You can pay me through a Cash App or Zelle. You know what I'm saying? Just send me the money like that. I got you, fam. That is 100% illegal, okay? Rule number one. Now, rule number two, nobody can tell you whether or not they can increase your credit score by a certain amount of points in a certain amount of time, because that's an absolute lie. Rule number three, nobody can tell you whether or not they can delete something from your credit report. That is also illegal, because guess what? We don't control what happens at the credit bureaus. We only control the process. So now let's talk about the different processes that are out there in the industry so you can really understand them. So there's 4 different types of processes. Of course, you have the DIY, okay, where you buy somebody's DIY kit and has all these letters. You got to read all these modules. I created a very advanced DIY that cuts out all that nonsense. We were publicly published because it's a very game-changing process that really can help consumers. We create the letters, we email them to you, and then you mail them out, certified mail, and you're done. So get rid of those DIYs where you have to learn how to be a pro and learn all these things that's not necessary. So that's DIY in a nutshell, but we offer a better option, okay? Now, there's a couple of other ones that you want to know about and understand. One of them is called factual disputing. So factual disputing is when you're looking at the information on your credit report and you're disputing it for its accuracy, okay? It's not very popular anymore because it takes a lot of work, okay? There's some softwares out there that were created to help with factual disputing, but the problem with these softwares that a lot of consumers don't understand is their letters are washed up templates that have been stuck in the eOscar system for way too long, okay? And that kind of goes back to the subject of the DIYs, where people buy these 609 letters and they think they're magic letters. Understand that there's no verbiage or any special words or special legal codes that's going to get you any deletions. The reason why an item gets deleted is because it's not accurate, it can't be verified, and it's not complete. Those are the 3 options. Now, the credit bureaus can choose only 2 options: either delete it or update it to be accurate. What they choose is going to be their choice. But understanding that these template letters that are in these softwares, okay, are just heavily circulated in through eOscar, okay? So that's factual disputing. The next one is going to be Metro 2 compliance disputing, okay? So Metro 2 compliance disputing, that's where you're going to attack how the item is reporting for fairness, accuracy, and completeness based on Metro 2 compliance, which is the format that the credit bureaus chose to use. So if they chose to use that format, then they have to stick to that format, and it's the compliance part, okay? Now, this is very popular. We've been using Metro 2 for a long time. It really attacks items and can get deletions at a higher, faster rate. But of course, nothing's guaranteed, so you need to understand that. But it is very effective, okay, with any type of credit file when you're attacking it, because you're attacking how the item is reporting per the standards of Metro 2. So you're using their systems against them to show them it's not accurate, it's not complete. Get it out of here, delete it. And that's the reason why Metro 2 is very powerful and gets more deletions than anything else. But it's really difficult to teach Metro 2 because there's so many different things. There's so many segments, base segments, coding, all these things that go into a Metro 2 format of reporting. So it's not like you could just break this down into a very easy course. It's not possible. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so that way you know every time we drop any new videos, whenever we go live, and make sure to drop some comments in the comment section. Drop some emojis. Talk about some subjects that you want to hear about, like you want me to make a full video about a specific subject, or you got some issues that you want to talk about. Let's bring it up on the screen, maybe make a full video out of it. All right, and also hit that bell notification so every time I go live, you're going to immediately hear about it, because you just never know when I'm going to pop up live. And always remember, last part's the most important. Now, this is my favorite process because I've worked really hard to really create this crazy program of pre-litigation. So what's pre-litigation disputing, you ask? Okay, pre-litigation disputing is designed to sue to get items deleted from your credit report. Now, whenever you say this, people are like, oh my God, that just sounds expensive because, attorneys are going to get involved. And the reason why people don't use this process very much is because, one, they don't understand what it takes to build the file up and meet all the requisites that a legal team needs to use in your letters. So you can't just create some really flimsy letter and send it to the credit bureaus like, I'm gonna sue. It doesn't work like that. A legal team needs to be able to use your letters properly, and you, as the credit repair person or the person that's going to try to sue, has to abide by these specific requisites that a legal team needs, because they need to use your letter in a court of law. If they can't use the letter, they can't sue. So that's problem number one. People don't understand how to structure this properly so they can go after credit bureaus, debt collectors, creditors. They just don't understand how much work goes into that and how to do it properly. That's problem number one. Problem number two is you have to have a large network of attorneys that you can work with, that you can refer and send these files to, that they'll actually do it. And then you have to meet in the middle with these attorneys to make sure that you structure the process properly so you can streamline it. So that way you can actually successfully sue, because there are a lot of things that the credit bureaus don't do, or creditors or debt collectors, that credit repair organizations just don't understand, and don't understand the process, that after a certain amount of time, your only option is to sue. And if you do it right and you structure it properly as per the requisites of a attorney or a legal team, you're going to be in a position that you can sue everybody. All right, so you have DIY, you have Metro 2 compliance attacking, you have factual disputing, all that's great. But pre-litigation is much more powerful because you're going to use eOscar against them. So what is eOscar? Whenever you send in your letters, it goes through eOscar's electronic scanning system. Okay, everyone says, oh, it's a human being. No, it's not a human being that's reading your letters. There's no way that it can process thousands of disputes a day with human beings just standing there reading letters. No, eOscar is going to create an ACDV, which is called a automated credit dispute verification. It's going to stamp it with that. Then it's going to send it to the creditor or the debt collector. Then the creditor or debt collector is going to look at it. They're going to stamp it. They're going to say, yes, it's verified. And then you get that letter saying, oh, it's been verified. It's yours. Guess what? They didn't do a real investigation, because you know that it's not accurate, it's not complete, but yet they're saying it is. That's when a legal team will come in and sweep in and say, we're going to need to see those ACDV reports, because you said this was verified, you said it was accurate, but we can clearly see there's discrepancies all the way across all these items. Now, everybody's going to get sued because everybody in that little circle with eOscar is saying it's accurate and it's complete, and it's been verified through the ACDV. Now, here's the even better part. eOscar's not perfect, and neither are the credit bureaus. They don't ever do real investigations. As a matter of fact, they don't always use the ACDV. So if they don't use the ACDV, guess what? Now you can prove that they didn't do a real investigation, and the legal team goes after everybody. All right? That's the difference, and why pre-litigation is much more powerful. Because at that point, you can initiate lawsuits against everybody. The bureaus, debt collectors, creditors. And you've proved it because guess what? You can't hide from a legal subpoena that's going to tell them they got to release all these forms, all these ACDVs, and then that tells the whole story and gives the opportunity for the legal team to sue to get these items deleted. And the best part about it is our clients don't pay any extra fees to any legal teams. That's the best part about it. They take their legal fees out of whoever they're going to sue to get these items deleted. And always remember, subscribe to increase your credit score.